Hey guys, welcome to John Muir National Monument, and right now we are in the second overflow parking lot. The first one was full and this one is starting to fill up really quickly, and you guys can see there's a lot of people. Something I would recommend for first timers coming up here like myself is to take meds or bring meds for the windy roads if you tend to get dizzy, nauseous easily through the zigzags in the hills and the mountains. I almost forgot to mention that the parking lot right here that I'm in costs $8.50 to get into by reservation online. Right after the Muir Woods sign over there, right to the right is a cafe. This is really neat right here. I've never seen a sound level monitor. As you can see, it's going up 58, 59, 61, 60. The attached LED sign indicates the current level of human-caused noise. So there's a gift shop right next to the cafe, along with restrooms right down there. This place, Muir Woods, is definitely packed. I was recommended I take the side trails and not the main trails where all the people are at, just to get a little bit more nature in and less. Oh, hello, squirrel. It is absolutely freaking gorgeous here. The trees, the redwoods, the greenery with the sunlight hitting everything is it's beautiful. I am right by this tree stump right here, and I look to the left. I see these super tall but thin redwoods. If you're curious as to what baby ferns look like, here they are. These are the little spurts of ferns that are growing that will later turn into those over there. That is such a trip. I got my camera super low down into the ferns and they all look like bamboo. Oh, that's so cool. I guess people run on this trail as well, or this path. Found a spot with nobody around me, but in the distance I can hear people still, but this is bliss. Pure bliss. Take in nature while you're alone with it before people start coming around the corners. The trees around here are covered in moss. Have a bit of a orange, or not orange, but green tint to their brown tint. Well, this is really cool. So the tree right here in the back that's burnt was the only one standing here until it got caught by thunder and Yeah, now it's no more, but the sprouts around it took its place, and now it's just a cluster of redwoods. That right there is how I'm used to seeing redwoods, alone by themselves. Something that made me super curious about places like these, at least redwoods, is watching the movie Jurassic Park. Because those films are just full of ferns. So I'm guessing they filmed the movies in the redwoods somewhere. Oh, another pocket of quietness. Right by this little intersection are these really tall redwoods that stand out along this path. And then backside you can see it's a bit quieter around this area. You can hear the birds. Welcome to Founders Grove, and right here there are benches to sit down, take a rest, and look at all the redwoods surrounding you. That trail right there is called Canopy View Trail, and it says to allow about 2 hours up that track, and it does connect back to the main trailhead that leads back here, so we're gonna go down that way for now. Along the left side of the main trail we can see this creek just coming down from that way all the way down that way. Keeps this part of the woods really cool, which is nice and relaxing. I think we're at the third bridge now, right over there, and this spot has to be my favorite so far because it's just wide and open, and you get to see all the trees around you, kind of like you're in a Star Wars film with all the Ewoks. That was my tripod. So I have an aunt that lives in North Carolina, and I remember when I had visited their house, which was a farmland, and their backyard pretty much had a creek running through just like this. And I remember catching crawdads under the rocks, so this brings back a lot of good memories. We are at bridge number 3. There's one more to go down that way, bridge 4, and then we cross to the left. But so far, it gets more and more ferny, more and more green the further down we go. Welcome to Cathedral Grove, guys. It says please stay quiet. This is like a nature therapy for my eyes. Being in this cathedral, you can see how tall these trees are. They're so thin, but compared to Sequoia National Park, with the redwoods there, the giant sequoias, these are really thin. Compared to those are really thick, but these might be just as tall as those. I don't think I've experienced this before. Literally walking in nature on a nice path, and it being so green and hearing the birds just chirping. Don't forget to rest when you guys are on a hike, because sometimes, especially for me, I forget, and to take in the view instead of rushing it like I sometimes do again. A few benches to sit down and catch your breath, or just take in the scenery and the sound of the creek right there with birds chirping. I can see some people up there on the hillside in the distance. I think that's the way we're gonna be going, back that way. So doing all that filming, I just realized that Muir Woods closes at 6 p.m. So the sign to our right says Bootjack and Ben Johnson Trails. So if you guys go down that way, you're gonna be here for another few hours. But if you take the left, you pretty much do a loop going back towards the bridges you started at, that way. So going that way is Bridge 4, the last bridge before it starts to loop back that way. And I can already see there's a steep incline going up. We're at another fork in the road. That way is the Ben Johnson Trail, which I think takes you to Stinson Beach, and then going to the left is the park exit, and then Bohemian Grove Trail. Park exit is only a mile. Pretty easy trail so far. Not a lot of inclines that I see, but a lot of ferns all around us, surrounding us, to the right, to the left, and it's quiet. Yes. For some reason, when I was touching the moss, I had this idea that it'd be super wet, but it's actually pretty dry. You can really get a good view down there of the trail and the people. Can even hear the creek. Nope, looks like we're reaching the end of the trail, at least on this hill, right down there. So Hillside Trail is right there. The bridge is right there. We were on the other side doing the trail, and then we're gonna finish by going this way, which is on the opposite side of the bridge from when we started. And here is bridge number 1 with the cafe and the gift shop and the welcome center right there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's adventure through Muir Woods. And if you want a parking reservation, it is $8.50 on the website. You just gotta get lucky with the date that you want. It is also $15 to get in. If you have the annual pass, America the Beautiful, it is free. They take that. But yeah, come and enjoy Muir Woods. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I did because it started off pretty rough with the crowds and the noise level, but Once I did go towards the back, it quieted down, less noisy, and way nicer, and so much green foliage. Highly recommend you guys come check out Muir Woods National Monument. Other than that, take care.